Okay, how to use the heavy stick fighting system for the axe part. The idea is that your legs are protected by shifting. Your basic locking or parrying system is a hanging guard type, because if somebody is trying to hit you here and you are taking your fingers away, the stick is like this. So the stick is in a hanging guard position, and same here, stick is hanging. And even if somebody is hitting you directly to your head and you're stepping a little bit to the side, you can use the same movement. Again, it's some kind of hanging guard. So this is your basic locking movement and your step. And after that, this will give momentum, speed and power to your strike. So it's not going like this. Instead, it goes like this, but we are using the fulcrum system. This hand that is gripping here, what I call anchor hand, is the fulcrum around which this is going. If your hand is here, you can put it forward so your fulcrum is not here, but instead it's there. And to make this even more powerful, this is not a stationary fulcrum. Instead, you are pulling it back while you are pushing this forward, so you are having very powerful movement here, or because we are using more this kind of striking, like it's more like this, but the stick here is protecting your central line, so there's no need to get your hands like this. It's enough that they are like this because the stick is there. And now when you are hitting with the stick, you are catching it in two hand grips, and then you are continuing with these two hand grips. And if you want to change the direction of your hits, you can do it simply by using this as your stopping point. Goes like this. And now again you are moving your hands forward so that your fulcrum point is there, and now push-pull movement, give moment, and again you are grabbing the stick, and then you can continue. And now you can stop the movement like this and change the direction again. So your free hand or sliding hand and your anchor hand are working together. If you want to change the side, you are simply changing this anchor hand to become a free hand, and this will be your new anchor hand. So not like this, but like this. Okay, now how this work with axes. So it's not easy to use this grip because this is simply so unbalanced. So you have to make some modifications like this. Now again, this is heavy. So now we are taking an idea from Sir William Hope, and let me show you. Think this as a sword now. So William Hope used this kind of posture, and the idea is that your sword is protecting yourself. This hand here is behind the sword, so the sword is protecting it, and it's ready to grab your opponent's arm or even the sword blade. And the hanging guard is there as a universal guard. So now it's very easy to think Sir William Hope's seconde as a modification of the heavy stick fatting system's starting position. So you are simply making it like this, but since there's no guard here to protect your hand in stick fatting, when you are using this kind of thing, you are getting the hand more like here, as you can see from the Christopher Scott Thompson's book of cultural whiting, for instance. So now we make another modification, not like this, but more like this. So this is coming here, and now we grab this to hold the axe blade here in place. Otherwise it really would be taxing and almost impossible to use, at least when your axe is so heavy plated as this one is. So now we have modified our fatting stance to go like this, and now you can use this hand to move this axe. For instance, if somebody is hitting you there and you want to get the weapon to the that side to hook it, with this step backward and use this kind of movement. And again, as you can see, I'm using fulcrum and I'm moving the point of the fulcrum. Same principles work here as well. And of course I'm protecting my fingers, and now I have moved the other person's weapon to the side. Now if that weapon is lighter and faster than this axe, it's not good idea to try to swing like this, because the other person will be so much faster than you. So what you are going to do, stop the movement, then use this heavy end to smash your opponent. This, and when it swing down, you let it swing down, and as you can see, your free hand is there, ready to grab it or give it more momentum. And even if you're changing the direction there, you can grab this handle and just bring it up and hit. And here you are using the fulcrum again, but because there's this swinging mass behind this movement, it's not so heavy to do it like this, because this is going down and it's going like this now. So it requires not so much force to make it come all the way up. So we are using the laws of the physics now to help us to fight with this kind of axe. But the basic idea comes from Sir William Hope and Cateran Society and heavy stick fatting system. Like this, or like this. And of course you can use this for blocking, because there's not much you need to do. Or if you need to block there, if you are protecting your leg, you are stepping back, shifting, and you can use this idea to split your opponent's arm or skull. It needs to be to that side, and you can use this kind of blocking system too. And now, as you can see, I'm using my leg to make myself turn a little bit. I don't move this so much. It's simply there And of course now I can thrust, I can use the blade, or if needs to be I can hit from there too. Not so much like this, but if I want to I can hit like this. This from the heavy stick fighting system too. But again, this is so heavy compared to handle that it's not effective. It might be a different kind of thing if your axe blade is not so heavy and your handle is not so light. But I choose this simply because it's the worst kind of fighting axe. Now I have here my Viking reenactment axe, or let's say that it's more like an old Finnish axe, because this handle is quite short and the blade is not so big. Old Finnish findings suggest that here in Finland they use a smaller version of the Danish axe, perhaps because much of the fighting happens in forest and not in open grounds. There are quite a lot of forest here, and not all the fighting happen in the deck of the ship or in open areas. But how to use this? Well, you can of course use this now, because now you have a good heavy handle and you can use this, but that's not exactly how this was used in the beginning. So this handle means that you have much more reach compared to swords, and it's better to use that reach. So here we start with another kind of grip, and you can use this a little bit like you use a spear, and you can use this to block, or this is your spearhead now. But when you are starting to swing the axe, then you are using this fulcrum principle. This way it might go like this, for instance, that you can hit the leg. Now you can do it because there's so much distance between you and your opponent, so you can do it, and again you stop the movement in very similar way, and again you can do it. Or you can go like this, use this, and again use the fulcrum and let the swing carry this axe back, and you can stop the movement. Or you can use the double movements as well, but you can change the direction at will. But if you want to use it otherwise, then you are changing. This is how you change. And when you change it, then you can use or mirror the movements you used earlier. And when I'm stopping this motion, I put my hand here and kill the movement like this, and then I can change again. So there are same principles working even here. Thank you.